What is up, everybody? This is Kyle from the TF Review here with a video review of BTS Toys 04 Sonicron. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review. So here we have Sonicron in his tape recorder mode, and this is undoubtedly the highlight of this toy. I think BTS did a fantastic job finding a more modern approach to Soundwave, using this sort of late 90s bulky tape recorder, and it actually, looks like a functioning tape recorder. I remember fooling my sister. She thought it was a real tape recorder, and so did my mom, and because it's got everything that it needs to be. Let me just show you some of the fantastic details on it. It's got zoom microphone, even the rec and the battery lights, they're shiny as if they had little LED lights in them. Got, of course, more buttons, tape counters. It's got the mic mode right here, dictation, meeting, lecture, which will be sort of the pickup settings. It's got the charger port, tape speed, VOR, fast, I don't know what that is, but it's cool because it looks like a real button. Fast forward, cue, rewind, and then on the top, it's got its important buttons. The front doesn't look that great, but it's alright. You're not going to look at it like that. Yeah, this looks brilliant. This is quite a brilliant interpretation. BTS did an amazing job with this. I am very pleased with this. And that's pretty much the extent of my happiness in this toy. Well, not exactly. Now, unfortunately for the robot mode, it's definitely not up to this standard. And there are a lot of QC issues. I mean, right out of the box, there's bent, stretched plastic, white stretch marks, broken pieces. There's a broken little piece in this. Loose joints. I mean, there's a lot of QC issues. I wish that BTS would have taken a little more time and care into doing that. But they assumed that they had a hit, and they assumed people would buy these things up like hotcakes. Obviously not, since, this was only $20 compared to its original asking price of $60, which, is kind of a slap in the face to BTS. But apparently they did fix a lot of the problems in the black repaint. So, I'm happy they did that, but most people are going to have this version. So let's take a closer look at this, actually, and let's get him into his robot mode. Now, to transform Sonicron, you do have to do a bit of, as Vangelis would say, parts forming. And let's start off at the back. This piece comes off. There's a little attachment in here. I'll show you that a little later. And then these two front pieces, these become weapons. These pieces just break apart like that. So to transform into Sonicron from this, you first want to snap them right in half. Yeah, that's actually what you have to do. And then you want to split this piece right here to get his legs. It is very hard to do this. Don't ask why. These two pieces that pop off right here, they come off a lot, and they are a pain in the ass to put back on. I'm praying that that doesn't happen to me, because it just sucks. Alright, we did it, and we did not break it. Great. So then you want to fold his legs out, and then you can see his two buttons. Twist them so they face forward like that. And now to pull out the front of his feet, you just want to take these front panels. They fold forward. They do come off very easily, too. Which, whatever. And then fold them back up, and do the same on this side. Pull the foot out. Fold them back up. And then also he's got some heel extensions back here. You just want to flip them out. You got to dig your nail in there. There's a lot of nail digging with this toy. Alright. So there we have his legs. For his upper half, thank God it's much more simpler. You just want to take this piece, fold it out, fold it down, take this piece, just kind of unattach it. There we go, and then slide it down so it's flush. Then what you want to do is you want to take, you'll see this hinge, take it, fold it forward, and sort of snap it on properly. Make sure that this hinge is properly aligned, and then it should just come together. And then take this front piece right here and it snaps in right there. I'm having a hell of a time trying to show this to you, but this toy is engineered in such a bizarre way. And then what you want to do is pull down. And this is the scary part. And you'll see the plastic buckling, but there's really no other way to get this out. There we go. There's one part of it. Keep pulling. There we go. We've got it. Now we can just go ahead and reattach this shit. And now to complete his arms, fold down, and then right here there's a panel. Pull it up. Alright, the hands fold out, snap it. Do the same, pull it out. The hand will fold out. And then snap it. Now lastly, what you want to do is you want to get his head. And his head's pretty easy to get. Just up here, you take this piece, fold it up. His head will pop off because it's not on there very tight. And then snap it back down, stick his head on. And there we have Sonicron. Let me put him back. Alright, there we have Sonicron for the most part. He's not quite done yet. In his robot mode. Now he's got an okay looking robot mode. It's very funky. And it's not bad, actually. My main gripe is, if you can see his legs, you know, they're limp. And it's awful. I don't know if there's a problem with just mine or if a lot of people have this, but it's definitely a nuisance. However, I've noticed that that doesn't affect Sonicron's ability to stand. I mean, yeah, if he's gonna fall if you lean him up like that. But he stands up quite well, despite the fact that he's got pretty much nothing holding his upper torso up. Sonicron does come with a vast amount of accessories. Now, the front part of his mic does turn into individual guns, and by doing that, you take it, fold that little piece down, and then there's a separate piece in here. And this is what's the rear, you know, it's got the battery input. Dig a nail in there, flip it up, and then you'll see he's got the little metal piece. Just plop it down and stick it onto the end. And there is Sonicron's gun. Now the cool thing about this piece is he does store onto the back of Sonicron. Flip it over, and you just stick it onto his back like that, and it sticks, you know, pretty well. And then he's got this other weapon right here. You'll notice that the handle is dug in very deep. So it is a little bit hard to pull out, so I just tend to not use this weapon at all. Yeah. And lastly, he comes with this. This doesn't store on anything. So you do have to deal with it for a little bit. These do become sort of missiles that you can make him wield. And there, he's wielding it. Yep. Also, the last accessory he comes with, I think I lost. Actually, I didn't lose. He comes with a separate head. This is BTS's head. Made to look like Sonic. This is Sonicron, in essence. And while this is just a Soundwave kind of look-alike. I don't like this head. I like the more traditional Soundwave head. This looks more like Alien Ironhide. So I don't use this, and there's nowhere to store them, so you can just throw them. Now, it does have some nice light piping. Let me show you real fast. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but it's there. And also the button. There we go. So he does have nice light piping. Now, for articulation, Sonicron's got, you know, a lot, despite the fact that it's loose. His arms rotate 360 degrees. His arms does move in and out, but if you fold it up too much, it will pop off the ball joint, which is annoying. This arm moves in and out just fine, and then they do bend at the elbow, but not really all that much. He doesn't move left and right, but if you want to, you can lift him up and then he can turn. But you can't really get him to stand. It's just unstable. His legs move in and out, forward, back, bend at the knee quite a bit, no feet articulation. So yeah, that's Sonicron for you. You know what? Let's kill him. So there's Sonicron. You know, $20 for a third-party toy is not a bad deal. It does have its issues, which are bad issues. So you may get lucky at $20, you may not get lucky at $20. Do not buy this toy for $30, $40, $50, or even $60. Definitely not worth it. But at $20, for sure, pick it up, check it out. You may like it, you may love it, you may hate it. I am in love with the tape recorder mode because I think that's awesome. But the robot mode is just crap. I didn't even get into, you know, these legs. Don't make me get into these legs. So yeah, there's Sonicron. Pick them up because there's not a lot of Soundwave out there. And there's not a lot of G1-esque Soundwave. So this is what you have. But if you don't like having to deal with toys that are engineered funny, that have loose joints, that have QC issues, then don't pick it up. So that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter at the TF Review, and I hope you guys have an awesome night. Peace.